Our brain is vital to us. Our functioning of our brain is important to us in our business. And today I'm going to talk about the most underestimated neuroprotective agent ever. After this video, you're going to find out what it is and how you can include it in your everyday so your brain is on point. It's Mondays with Mihaela. That's right, me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate your support. And today I'm so excited because we're talking about the brain and how to make it work better, but also how to protect it. I'm absolutely pumped. So let's get into it. Today, I'm going to talk about the most underestimated neuroprotective ever. What I mean by that is we have all of these neuroprotective agents out there that protect our brain and help optimize it. But this is something that we see every day, probably eat every day, and can access easily, but we just underestimate its function. So what I'm talking about today is riboflavin, vitamin B2. It is absolutely underestimated in my own thoughts, in my own world. It's underestimated because we have vitamin B2 nearly every day. And today I'm going to talk about what foods it's found in and how we can get more of it, but also what decreases B2 in our brain, in our body. Before we get into it, let's find out why it is such an important neuroprotective agent. So the reason why I'm talking about this topic is because our biochemistry integrity of our brain is vital for normal functioning, for optimal functioning of the central nervous system. So we need to keep our brain health on point to function well as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as business professionals. This is why I'm talking about brain health today. A recent study in the Frontiers of Neurology looked at riboflavin, also known as vitamin B2, and its neuroprotective potential. Using vitamin B2 as a neuroprotective agent can prevent neurological disorders. That is absolutely vital. So what we need to understand is we need to understand that the neural tissue found in our brain is highly susceptible to oxidative stress. Very, very, very susceptible to it, unlike our other tissues in our body. So oxidative damage has been known to be involved in numerous neurodegenerative disorders. So what we can see here, it is key for us to avoid oxidative stress, especially in our central nervous system, in our brain. So this is where vitamin B2 comes in handy. So as this study shows that it protects against neurotoxicity, and the way that vitamin B2 protects us against neurotoxicity is it reduces oxidative stress, it increases mitochondrial function, it reduces neurological inflammation, and it also reduces glutamate exciticity and homeostatic neurotoxicity. That is absolutely mind-blowing that vitamin B2 does all those things. That's what this study found. So all of these things that I mentioned are found in individuals who have neurodegenerative diseases and neurotoxicity. And this was done in 2017. So recently, this study, absolutely mind-blowing. So, and another study in the journal of the BMC Neuroscience, an article in 2018, what they looked at vitamin B2 and oxidative stress. Remember, our brain is actually very susceptible to oxidative stress. So this study was done in rats. So they found out that vitamin B2 restores the levels of dopamine and reduces oxidative stress in rats. This is mind-blowing. This study shows us that we need to look more into vitamin B2 and oxidative stress, and also dopamine. But that's another story that I might get into one day. But yeah, so you might ask then, well, you keep talking about this oxidative stress. Why is oxidative stress bad? How is it caused? Why is it bad in our brain? Well, it is actually very bad in our brain, and the reason why is because So how does let's get into the basics of how does oxidative stress occur? Well, oxidative stress occurs with excessive free radical production and not enough antioxidant support. So this antioxidant response system is not activated. So yes, okay, you may have free radicals running around, but if you have the antioxidants to balance that up, it's fine. But in this case, with oxidative stress, you have too much free radicals and not enough antioxidants out there. Also, like I keep mentioning, is our brain is highly susceptible to oxidative stress. And oxidative stress negatively impacts our brain. It can cause such things as Alzheimer's, Huntington's, Parkinson's disease, neuropsychotic disorders, depression, anxiety. The list goes on and on and on. And this is why I wanted to talk about vitamin B2 today. So talking about all of these studies that I've looked at about what vitamin B2 does, it makes me fall in love with it more and more because I can see the potential that it has on our brain. I hope you can too. But what I've thought about is let's look into what reduces our vitamin B2, because you may be having enough B2 in your life, but there are numerous factors that decrease it. Let's look into what decreases our B2. Well, my favorite is stress. Stress reduce our vitamin B2. So does coffee. So does fatigue. So does smoking. So does sugar and refined food intake. So high sugar diets reduce our B2. And this is important for you girls. The pill reduces our B2. That's just to name a few. So we can see if we're having a night out, having a few drinks, smoking, we're actually stressed about our business, we may be on the pill, and we decide to go on a binge eating sugar, all those things, our B2 just reduces, our oxidative stress increases in our brain, in our central nervous system. We are more at risk of we're not protecting our brain. We're not protecting our brain. Think about it. So I promised you that I'm going to tell you about the foods that contain B2, what you're able to do to increase your neurological protective agent, B2. What is it? Are you ready? It is almonds. Almonds, but make sure they're organic. Almonds are very important. Asparagus, also make sure that is organic too. We've got almonds, asparagus, avocado. I absolutely love avocados. You got the 3 A's. To have an A+ brain, you need the 3 A's. Avocado, almonds, and asparagus. I'm going to give you some more. I'm going to give you 2 more. Bailey grass and broccoli. So imagine this. If you want to protect your brain, you have your avocado with your almonds, with that, the B2, then you've got your asparagus and your broccoli, and you have a shot of barley grass. So those are the things that increase our brain function and protect our brain, so we are able to execute our dreams, so we're able to execute our functioning and just make sure that our brain is running at optimal level. How amazing is that? That is it today. Thank you so much for loving and supporting this channel. I love and appreciate support. Subscribe, love, like, share. How about you share this with someone that needs a bit of brain love? Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next Monday. Love you.